Hello everyone, welcome to online class for physics at Angsh Academy. I'm Anju Raj from Physics Department of Angsh Faculty and Family. Angsh is a Mumbai-based online teaching platform founded by Lazarus family. The Lazarus family has 4 generations of education and service behind them. We give the NEET, JEE and other courses for the aspiring students. So in today's session, we are going to see a concept from current electricity chapter, which is from class 12, which is required for your NEET and JEE exams. So let's start with the topic. Now, current electricity is a huge chapter. You have lots of topics in that, lot of varieties of problems in that. In today's session, we are going to see few problems based on Ohm's law, resistivity, and resistors in series and parallel. Basically, the type of question that comes for your competitive exams. Okay, so before starting directly with the problems, I just want to go through whatever you have studied in your class 12. So here, as much as class 12 syllabus is important, you need to remember that class 11 topics are also important. Now, whether it is your JEE exams or NEET exams, or you are taking any state level exams, you need to remember that 50% is from 11th, 50% is from 12th, and 12th standard, most of you guys remember because you have been writing the exams recently, pre-boards and continuous revision, all those things. So make sure that the same importance is given for class 11 topics also. So this is a class 12 topic, that is Ohm's law. Now, what was the statement that you studied in Ohm's law? The electric current flowing in a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference across the ends of the conductor, provided temperature and other physical conditions remain constant. That is basically potential difference is proportional to current, which can be represented using this formula, V proportional to I. Now, if I remove the proportionality symbol, I can introduce a constant there, which is the resistance of the conductor, that is capital R. So we'll be using this formula for the problems. V is equal to IR. Next is resistivity. Resistivity of the conductor is defined as resistance of the conductor of unit length and unit cross-sectional area. That is basically, you know that resistance is directly proportional to the length. You know that resistance is proportional to, inversely proportional to area of cross-section. So if I combine them both, I will get resistance proportional to L by A. If I remove the proportionality symbol, I'll get R is equal to rho L by A. Now, this rho is your resistivity or specific resistance. And here, if the length is 1 meter and if the area is 1 meter square, what happens? Your resistance will be equal to resistivity. So basically, I can define resistivity as resistance of the conductor itself, where it is having length, unit length, and area is unit cross-sectional area. So the formula which connects the resistivity and resistance is R is equal to rho L by A, where rho is the resistivity of the conductor. This formula also you need to remember. Next is resistors in series and parallel. The basic formula that you have studied is if there are n number of resistors connected in series. Series means what? End to end you are connecting the resistors. If you are connecting them end to end, the same current will flow through them. And this type of connection, we call it a series connection. And the formula is given by RS. RS is the equivalent resistance, which is given by combining all the resistors together. You just have to add it up, R1, R2, R3, R4, everything you are adding. This is when they are given in series. When they are given in parallel, that is, what happens is the resistors are connected in this manner. It's not end to end. You can see here, they are having separate connections, that is separate path will be there for current, but the potential difference will be the same. So here the equivalent resistance is given by 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So these are the basic formulas that you need for today's problems. So let us start with the problems. So this is a NEET based question which was asked in 2013. Resistance of wire 4 ohm is stretched to twice its original length. resistance of the stretched wire would be. Okay, so you are having one wire and its resistance is given as 4 ohm. You are stretching it so that the length is becoming twice the original length. So when the length changes, obviously the resistance will change, because we studied just now that resistance is directly proportional to the length. So when the length is changing, obviously resistance will change. They are dependent on each other. So we can write here what they have given. The original wire, first we will write the original wire resistance. Let me take it as R, and the formula is rho L by A, and this R is, they have given it is 4 ohm. That is the original wire. Now the wire is stretched, so the new wire. So what is happening here? Wire is stretched to twice the length, twice the length. So I'm considering, let the length be L dash. Let the length be L dash. And twice the length means what? Here original length I have considered L. Now twice the length means L dash is equal to 2L. Now we will find the volume. Now they have told that the length is becoming twice. They have not told any change in the volume, which means the volume remains the same. And you need to remember the formula. Volume will be given by length into area. Volume will be given by length into area. So before stretching, whatever volume was there, the same volume will be there after stretching also. So here I can write volume remains constant. Volume remains constant. That is, let me think that before stretching the volume is V, and after stretching the volume is V dash. So V will be L into A, and after stretching is L dash into A dash. Both the volume is same. From this, rearrange in such a way that you get only A dash. A dash will be equal to L A divided by L dash. Sorry. So A dash I have kept one side, remaining terms I have rearranged the other side. Now that will be equal to L divided by, what is L dash in terms of L? It is 2L. Twice it is stretched in such a way that it is becoming twice its original length into A. L and L will get cancelled, so A by 2. Now you are having A dash also. Now we can find the resistance of the stretched wire. So let me write it on top. Resistance of stretched wire. Resistance of stretched wire, I can represent it as R dash is equal to rho L dash by A dash. There is no volume change, so that will be equal to rho into L dash is what? 2L into A dash is what? Just now you found A by 2. That will be 2 will go on the numerator, 4 rho L by A. What is rho L by A? Your original wire's resistance, 4R. What is R? R is 4 ohm that they have given. So totally 4 4s are 16 ohm. That is your option B. So we have used the resistance and resistivity connecting formula, and this is what you will be getting at the end. This is a need based question, and the answer is 16 ohm. Now let's see the next question. Resistance of a wire is R ohm. It is melted and stretched to n times its original length. Its new length will be. It's a similar question. This was asked in 2017 in NEET exam. So let us write the original wire first. Okay, the original wire, let the resistance be R, so it will be given by the formula rho L by A, where rho is your resistivity, L is the length, and A is the area. Now for new wire, what is happening? You are melting it and stretching it to n times the original length, which means L dash will be equal to n times the original length, that is n into L. Now, as volume remains constant, as volume remains constant, The same procedure, V will be equal to V dash, that is before stretching and after stretching. V will be L into A, this is the volume formula, length into area, that will be equal to L dash into A dash. We want only A dash from this, so rearrange. A dash will be equal to L divided by L dash into A, that will be equal to AL divided by L dash is what? N times L. L and L will get cancelled. So you will get A dash is equal to A by N. So you are having N, L dash, you are having A dash, both the new area and the new length, both you are having. Now you can find the new resistance. New resistance, I am writing it as R dash is equal to rho L dash by A dash. The resistivity won't change because it is the same wire that you are stretching. So the resistivity will remain same for both. L dash and A dash you need to substitute. L dash is what? N into L divided by A dash is what? A divided by N. So N can go to the numerator. So that will be N square. Remaining term is rho L by A. That will be, we don't have any specific value for the resistance. They have just told resistance of the wire is R ohm. So N square into R. That will be the option B. I hope it's clear. The previous question also, you got the similar procedure only. It was stretched twice its original length. So here, 2 square into R is what again you got finally. That is 4 into 4, 16 ohm. Here, this is the general formula that you are getting for that. Again, the procedure is the same as long as the volume remains the constant. Next is a JEE question. This was asked in the year 2004. So let's see. An electric current is passing through a circuit containing two wires of same material connected in parallel. If the length and radii are in the ratio 4 by 3 and 2 by 3, then the ratio of current passing through the wires will be. Okay, so you need to remember what is series connection, what is parallel connection, and what are the formulas related to that. The basic formula will be sufficient here. So here, what they have told, an electric current is passing through a circuit which has two wires of same material and you are connecting them in parallel. So I can draw a rough circuit. So here, let me consider this is resistance R1 and there is another resistance R2. You have connected them in parallel. So the current through them will be different, that is I1 and I2. The potential difference will be the same. Okay, the potential difference will be the same. That is V. Or here the potential difference will be V1 and V2, which will be the same V itself. So here what they have told, the length and radii are in the ratio 4 by 3 and 2 by 3. That is basically length ratio. L1 by L2 ratio is 4 by 3. And radius, let me imagine it is represented by small r. So small r1 by r2 is in the ratio 2 by 3. What is the ratio of the current passing through the wire? I1 by I2 they are asking. This is one, sorry, I1 by I2. This is the ratio that they are asking. So let's start solving. Here potential difference is same. Okay, potential difference is same. Potential difference is same means what? For both the wires, I can write V1 will be equal to V2 and that will be equal to V. Potential difference is same. Now, using Ohm's law, you can represent this potential difference as IR. So here I1 R1 will be equal to I2 R2. Current is different, resistance is different, so different representation. Now rearrange it in such a way that you get I1 and I2 one side because that is the ratio that we want, will be equal to R2 by R1. Now see here they have given in terms of length and radius. Length and radius means what is the formula that you can connect? R is equal to rho L by A. So here rho L2 divided by Instead of area, they have given the radius. So what is the formula that relates area and the radius? Pi r square. So pi r1, sorry, pi r2 square divided by rho L1 divided by pi r1 square. This is for the first resistor. This is for the second resistor. Okay, now here what happens? They have told it is the same wire, so the resistivity can get cancelled. Pi and pi can get cancelled. So let us write the remaining terms that is pending. So you will get I1 by I2 is equal to R2 by R1 is equal to, what is the remaining terms that you are getting? L2 divided by L1 into R1 square divided by R2 square. L2 divided by L1, and R1 will go on the numerator, R2 will come to the denominator. So R1 square divided by R2 square. Now let us see the remaining part. You just have to simplify further, substitute the ratio values that they have given, you will get the final answer. So what they have given, I1 by I2 is equal to, here L2 divided by L1 into R1 divided by R2. Let me write it as whole square. Now L2 divided by L1. They have given L1 by L2 is 4 by 3. So L2 divided by L1 will be what? 3 by 4 into R1 divided by R2 is given 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 whole square. So what happens to the ratio? 3 by 4 into 4 by 9. That will be equal to, whatever terms are there you can cancel out. So you will get 1 by 3. 1 divided by 3. This is your answer, which is your option C. So this is the answer. So they have connected it in parallel. So the formula you just need to, the circuit diagram, rough diagram, you will be able to do from that. Whatever ratios they have given, that you can use. Only thing is you need to remember potential difference is same. So apply the formula. It is easy to get like that. Okay, this was your JEE 2004 question. Let us see one more question. This is JEE 2019 question. A wire of resistance R is bent to form a square ABCD. Okay, let us draw a rough diagram and see how it looks. You are having a wire and it is bent to form a square of ABCD. Let me write ABCD. E is the midpoint of arm CD. Arm means each side. So 4 sides are there. So in that, I am considering the arm CD, that is this side. And in that, the midpoint is E. So E is the midpoint of arm CD. The effective resistance between E and C is, the effective resistance between these 2 points they are asking. Okay, so again, you need to remember the series and parallel formula to do. Questions are actually easy to do, but only thing is in physics, people tend to forget the formulas, the way to connect the problems. That is where it becomes difficult. So keep practicing, keep revising. So let us see what they have told here. Wire of resistance R is bent to form ABCD, a square of 4 sides. So basically 4 parts are there. So initially the resistance is R. Now you are dividing it into 4 sides of the square. So what is happening? Different resistance. That is, the resistance of AB will be RAB. The resistance of the arm BC will be RBC. Resistance of the arm CD will be RCD. Resistance of the arm AD will be RAD. So each one is R by 4, because you have divided the complete resistance into 4 parts. So each part will have a resistance R by 4. Now what is happening? You are dividing RCD or RDC, this side, into again 2 parts. So RDC divided into 2 parts. So what is RDC resistance from the first line? You can see it is R by 4. Okay, so R by 4 is divided again into 2 parts, that is R by 8. This is the resistance of, that is these 2 parts will have this resistance, that is RDE and REC will have this resistance. Okay. So here what we need to do is we need to find the effective resistance between the point E and C, which means all the resistance you need to combine to get one resistance. So whichever you are considering to find, that one you keep as it is, remaining you imagine to be one wire. If it is one wire, what is happening? Everything is connected one after the other. If it is connected one after the other, what happens? Series connection. Please do remember, whatever you are considering to find. Here, my aim is to find the effective resistance between EC. So remaining everything I'll imagine to be one wire. So what happens? One wire means everything is connected in series. So I can consider that RED, RDA, RAB, RBC in series. Series means what? You just have to add up to find the effective resistance. So let me consider the effective resistance as RS. So RED has the effective has the resistance R by 8. Remaining all parts is having the resistance R by 4. If you take the LCM and do the simplification, you will get 7R by 8. Now you got for all the parts. Okay, all the parts together, it is 7R by 8. Now you are having the last one, that is EC, which is R by 8. Now you can see here both are connected in parallel. So if you find that, that will give you the effective resistance. That is basically combining all the resistance into one. So let us see here. So now that part is connected in parallel. So 7R by 8 and R by 8 in parallel. In parallel means you can apply the formula for parallel resistance. 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 7R by 8 plus 1 by R by 8. So if you take the reciprocal, it becomes 8 divided by 7R plus 8 divided by R. Take the LCM, do the simplification, you will be getting 64 divided by 7R. That is 1 by R is equal to 1 by Rp is equal to 64 divided by 7R. So finally, Rp will be equal to, final step, we always take the reciprocal, 7R divided by 64, which is your option B. So the series and parallel formula only we have used. You just need to remember how to go with the connection. That's all. So we have seen 2 questions of NEET and 2 questions of JEE from the specific topic like Ohm's law, resistivity, and the series and parallel connection. There are a lot of questions which you can still practice, which we can still see in the coming sessions. Thank you.